Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Let me jump right off the curb. Make the spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crank up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stupid thick purge.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the motherfucking Savage Hour podcast, where we finna get to some real savage ass shit for the next hour. It's your main host, Noah. And today on the motherfucking Savage seat, I got my bitch Kyla. Simply Kyla on IG.
Hey.
What's up, love? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I've been waiting to get on this podcast.
I've been waiting to have you on this bitch.
Dying to get on this podcast.
Dying to get you on this bitch. And I'm happy to say that you are one of the first to be on this bitch. So you gonna be an OG in the motherfucking book for the Savage Hour podcast.
Oh, I like that.
So go ahead and tell these people where you from, how you feeling, how long you been in Houston.
Well, I am from Nashville. I've been here for about 11 months, going on a year. Yeah, I really like it. I came from Miami, so the culture was completely different, a real big adjustment, but you know.
So wait, you was from Tennessee and then you went straight to Miami, then you came here?
No. So actually, I am from Nashville. I moved to Atlanta.
Miley
Bitch,
Cyrus.
Not too much. And then I moved to Atlanta, tried that out. And then I tried Miami out, went to school out there. And then I was like, what's next? And then Houston was the next best thing.
So you was in Atlanta before you came to Houston?
Way before that, yeah.
All right, so like, tell me how that is. Like, tell me like how the adjustment from Atlanta to Houston was. Because a lot of people come out here and say, oh, it's the same thing. Or sometimes Houston's better than Atlanta. Then you have people that say Atlanta better than Houston.
I would honestly say they are very similar. I feel like Houston's nightlife is a lot better. It's much more of a vibe. I mean, you got like a lot of black culture going on here in Houston. Atlanta more so has, you know, very diverse, a lot more diverse. Not as much black, you know, things to do, which we need more of that down there. But they are very similar. Like
a lot of people, it's crazy you say that because a lot of people say that Atlanta's like the black rich, you know, place
it
to
is.
be. Like,
it is.
Black successful. You're in Atlanta.
But also you have a lot of black successful people here in Houston. Actually, a lot more than you do in Atlanta, which is very surprising.
What?
A lot more. Like a lot of the clubs in Atlanta kind of get turned over a lot. Like change the name, change the owner. A lot of these places here are like really home based. A lot of the people that live here like support weekend. Like, you know, like every week the same people come out and support. Like it's like I don't know how to explain. It's like y'all have y'all's own support system here. Y'all don't have out-of-towners.
Yeah.
See, Atlanta, it's more so out-of-towners.
It's more of a tourist type of city. Okay, I feel that.
Y'all got the locals jumping out for y'all.
Before we start this motherfucking podcast, y'all, before we get into the real savage shit we finna get into, y'all know my bitch. I know what she about. I know where she from. I know how long she been out here. But I'm really finna get deep in this bitch. But before we do that, you gotta take the motherfucking savage oath.
What?
This right here, y'all. This right here. This is gonna be called the Savage Hour motherfucking Bible. Every time you come in this bitch, you are going to take that oath. So before we start this bitch, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you.
Oh Lord.
And just gonna repeat after me, okay?
All right.
My name is
Kyla.
And I vow to keep it motherfucking savage for the next hour in this bitch.
To keep it motherfucking savage in the next hour in this bitch.
We finna get spicy in this bitch. All right,
I'm so scared.
So you talking about, let's get into it. So you talking about the clubs in Atlanta. So like, was you like really like a hot girl out there? Like, was you really in the streets, turning up in the clubs, in the scene? Or was you like put up?
So when I first moved there, I definitely was in the streets, on the scene. Peter Street was like my second home. Like I think I was there more than I actually was home, to be honest.
What's Peter Street?
Peter Street is like a little strip that's like has a lot of black-owned businesses out there. A lot of them are shut down now, but when I moved out there was Spin, 255, Pearl, Blue Cantina, like the OG spot. So if you're from Atlanta, you know anything about Atlanta vibes, any of the black culture about Atlanta, you know about Peter Street. So yeah.
Clear, I need to go to Peter Street. So okay. How do you like the outside out here, like Houston vibes? Like, how do you like the clubs out here compared to the clubs in Atlanta? Like, I know you talk about Peter Street and how they have all those little places you just named, but what about our places out here? Camp, Playground, the Address, all those places. How you feel about those spots?
I definitely feel like the nightlife is a lot more lit in this bitch, for sure. And the men are a lot more lit in this bitch in the nightlife too.
What you know about the men out here? You're fresh in the city.
Just chill. Chill.
What do you know about the men out here?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like, the men here, the clubs here are more of a vibe than Atlanta. Like, I get more of a vibe from the vibes here. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so let's
like
get
you
into
took
it.
that and ran with it.
How is your dating life out here opposed to your Atlanta dating life?
So My dating life here is very interesting, if you might know.
Nah, not even that shit. Fuck interesting, nigga. Spill on that shit. What you talking about?
It's interesting. I don't know. Like, just a lot of fun.
What's
a lot
fun?
of fun.
What's fun? Like, okay, let's get into it. So we in the club, right? We go. Yeah, if you personally know me, you know this is my bitch. We go out. If you see me outside, you see her outside, vice versa. Like this girl that came out here and turned me to a street nigga. So let's get into it for real. I know how you move in the clubs. They don't know how you move in the clubs. Is you fucking with the outside niggas? Like, are you more attracted to outside niggas or put up niggas?
I would prefer me a put up nigga, but the outside niggas got me in a chokehold.
What kind of outside niggas? I'm about to skip. What kind of outside niggas got you in a chokehold? Cause don't sit here and act like you just outside niggas. What type of outside niggas got you in the chokehold?
The bosses, of course.
The bosses.
The head honchos.
What's the head honchos?
Just chill.
What's the head honchos?
Dang.
What's the head honchos?
Like, I've been getting interrogated, y'all. You know, the bosses. Like, only the bosses. Like, you're only gonna... If I'm gonna deal with somebody, it's gonna be a boss. So, if you're lucky...
So the
You must have
bosses,
been a
y'all,
boss.
is what, like the owner of the clubs, or like just the bosses in the clubs? This right here got him in a chokehold, y'all. This right here got him in a chokehold.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
The question on hand, ma'am, Miss Kyla, is the boss niggas in the club or the bosses of the club? Got you in a chokehold.
Bosses of the club.
Okay. Okay, so how do you okay, let's get into that shit. So let's say like you in the Houston vibe, Houston clubs, and a boss nigga come up to you, right? The owner of the club come up to you. That's one I'm texting you right now. One of them come in the club up to you. Hey, what's up? My name is da da da. How you doing? But you don't know it's a boss though. Are you taking that chance with them? Like what do you look for in the club? Like is it because he have a chain on, or is it because how he approach you? How do you know that's the boss?
It honestly depends because it just honestly depends. Because one of the biggest encounters I've had here with anybody that is in like the club vibe or club owner or whatever the case may be, he approached me pretty cool. So it wasn't really on no like I'm that nigga. It was just more on some cool shit, on some flirty shit. But I never knew that he was a club owner. I had no idea about that until after the fact. So yeah.
And that was your first club Houston owner. I was trying to see what's up. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that you could take someone serious in that life, or is that just like a sneaky link type of vibe? Like fuck you one time, I'm done off you. I don't want to deal with that shit because I know what you come with. Like how do you approach them situations?
Okay. So when I first moved here was the first time I actually dealt with a club owner. No names. Bitch. But yeah, so when I first started dealing with him, I actually was taking him very serious. We had a serious relationship. He kept me out of the club. He honestly did not want me a part of nightlife at all. But now after dealing with him, I would never take another club owner serious ever.
Wow.
Because it's like they have to do a lot to keep the atmosphere alive. And I'm not saying that in like a negative way. It's just kind of like they have to like keep people entertained, like keep people wanting to come back, like put on a show for people. They just have to do those things because that's just a part of what they do.
So what you're trying to say in code is they entertain too many bitches.
Exactly.
They entertain too many bitches.
Exactly. And it's just not for me.
Right.
I'm very like, when it comes to like girl and guy drama, I'm very non-confrontational. When it comes to that shit, I'm confrontational with anything else but relationship stuff. Like, I'm never going to fight with a bitch over a nigga. And that was a big issue with us.
So, like, do you feel like, okay, so you said that nigga put you up in the house, right? He didn't really want you outside in the streets. How did you take that? Because I'm mean, like, you outside every day. Like, you a club owner and shit. So, you around these bitches and niggas. Why the fuck do I have to be put up? Like, did you take that shit? Like, was you really up? Like, was you really, like, okay, whatever you say, like, because you taking care of me type shit? Like, how did you approach that situation?
So at first when it was like a conversation where he's like, if you want to go out, I'll make sure you can be out. Like you can be out with me or I can set something up for you and your girls, which was a plus. But when he first brought it to me that he really didn't want me out nightlife, whatever, I didn't really understand it at first. I was kind of like, what? Like, are you trying to control me? But then when I started like getting my shit together, you know, being able to stack up money, you know, get my lash business up and going, you know.
Oh, by the way, y'all, this bitch does do lashes. Y'all do need to book. Remember, IG, Simply Kyla. She will get your lashes together. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, so it gave me a chance to like sit down and like handle that and get everything I just needed done versus when he met me, I was outside.
Right.
And I wasn't getting anything done. Like the first month that I lived here, I was just partying with my girls. Like we were outside almost every day. But then when I met him and he's like, look, I don't want you outside like that. You need to sit down and handle your business. I was like,
So he really was trying to boss you up.
he was trying to boss me up. Like he was trying to open my eyes to see like, this outside shit, you're not gonna get bossed up like this. You're just gonna be another bitch in that section for the niggas to choose from.
Real.
And I took that in consideration, and like my life did a big old turn. Even though we fell off, but it still taught me something. But at first, I was like, "Are you trying to control me?"
Yeah.
Like it was just kind of like really weird.
You know, but I like that he did that for you because I mean I'm a firsthand witness of the shit. Like, you know, I'm acting like I don't know, but I know what's going on. But I just feel like a lot of people, like including myself, with this podcast shit, I'm outside so much. This shit, the outside life really would take you away from what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy he bossed you up like that. Well, tries to boss you up. You're not gonna let him know which one I school and shit like that. Like, you're not gonna break down what he did for you and shit. I mean, let him know. Somebody in this world, they probably be fucking with a boss nigga too right now, thinking they getting benefit and shit. Let them know how you got this nigga to do shit for you. Like, let them know how, if you really fuck with a boss nigga, y'all need to know how to do it. Cause y'all thinking because you fucking with the owner of the club or he a boss nigga that he's finna like, oh, I'm in a section with my girls. I'm good. I got a 1942 bottle. But like, what was the nigga doing for you that made you be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna boss my life up? Was he helping you boss your life up, or was he just telling you what to do?
It was both. It was more so of like, it wasn't one of those situations where I was looking for it, which is, that's where you find a boss when you're not looking for it and he just do the shit. I was never actually looking for it. He just actually seen the places that I needed improvement and he was like, here, go take care of this. Go put this towards lash school so you can be certified for Texas. Like, oh, and then when I first moved here, my car had like got fucked up. I don't know why. It was just not working out well for me.
That 1998 Honda.
Shut up, bitch. Never a Honda, baby, foreigns. Yeah, so he put my car in the shop and let me drive his. So it wasn't like I was just stranded with no car. He got it fixed and he let me drive his, which is like, bitch.
Yeah. I'm really that.
I'm really that. So, yeah, he was doing a lot for me. He was making sure I was always straight. He always had my back. He would do little things like go buy stuff for my house that kept me safe in the house, like a door stopper, like little corny stuff like that. But it was to make sure I was good. Like, he never left me in a situation where I was just like at my lowest. See, but when most females going on both ends, when most females deal with guys that are, you know, up there in the industry or, you know, these big club owners and stuff like that. Y'all think because y'all sitting next to these niggas in the club, y'all doing something? Baby, that's nothing. You think because they bring you through the back door, security walking you to the bathroom, baby, that's nothing. You need a nigga that's going to do that, plus get you bossed up, have you put up while you getting bossed up, and then make sure everything around you's good. So, yeah.
So when you came to Houston, like, why, you're pretty, of course. Like, you know, you really have a big following on Instagram. You're real known in the city to say you've been out here for a few months. Why did you not go into the nightlife scene? Like, why did you not be a bottle girl? Why did you not go, you know what I'm saying, do that type of industry?
Because I had my fair share of being a bottle girl. And I'm just... I think because of, like, I'm getting older, my personality doesn't carry as much as, like, a young girl. Like, a young girl in a club, they're excited to be in there. They're going to deal with whatever. They're going to do whatever to get the bag. Me, I know that there's other ways to get money, and I'm just not built for the nightlife anymore. Like, it's just really not for me.
Tired of that shit. For
I'm
real.
like, yeah, because it's like, once you get old, because, see, when you work in the nightlife, the money is amazing. The money is amazing. The money's fast. The money is just there, you know? But when you come to the point to where you're a certain age, a lot of these promo groups don't want your old ass. Right. They want the little younger girls that are coming in. So now you're looking at yourself. You don't have nothing invested. You don't have no money put up because you done blew it on every bag that done came out, every new car that done came out. So now you're looking at yourself pushing 30, still trying to be a bottle girl.
Right.
Like, that is not cute.
Right.
So me, I am a lot older than most people think I am. So for me to just be a bottle girl is just kind of played out.
I got that. I feel that. And I'm wrong. Just let you
There's
know.
nothing. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a bottle girl, especially if you pushing. But I feel like saying with me, if I was a female, I wouldn't want to be in a bottle girl scene for so long without having in the back a plan.
A plan, yeah.
Like you said, a lot of people get that money. It's so fast. Like, I'm in the service industry. That money is so fucking quick. Like, it's so easy to get it. But it's kind of like, if you're not investing in yourself, what the fuck is you doing it for?
Yeah,
like, a lot of girls I know, like, they came in, got bottle girl money, got their titties done, you know, got pushing the AMG. Of course, that you want to do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, of course, you want to have that type of mentality. You want to have that type of lifestyle because that's what everybody else is doing. But I like that you said that. Like, you really like, if you go do that shit, y'all, boss yourself up. Like, don't just be sitting there thinking that, oh, the money good, because you never know what can happen. Your replacement could be the next new bitch that comes in at her section smoking a hookah, and the club owner, hey, come be a bottle girl and replace you that quick.
Not even that. You know, somebody always once told me, a bitch turn 18 every day. Always remember that. A bitch turn 18 every day. And these girls is hungry out here, especially the young ones. They hit a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like he said, to touch base back on that, there's nothing wrong with being a bottle girl. It's nothing wrong with that. But just make sure you putting up your money and got a plan. That's all I'm saying.
Another question.
Okay.
Why not like, we'll close that up. It's one more question. I just want to know this firsthand. If you had to choose between being in the nightlife and being in a relationship, which one you choosing? Like, you know how you said a nigga put you up, you took you out the nightlife a little bit, but you let that situation go. Now you back outside a little bit, but if a regular nigga that you really fucking with tell you no more outside, what you going for?
So if a regular nigga came along and was just like, no more nightlife, like let me wife you or whatever the case may be, I've done so much and I've had so much fun and I feel like I've done everything I needed to do as far as like got like the nightlife out of my system. Now, if he would have caught me like a year ago or a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, hell no. I'm in the streets playing hardball in this bitch. Hardball. But at the age I am now, like the growth I've had and like all the fun I've had and like the experiences I've had, I would be definitely ready to settle down.
What?
I'm kind of feeling that little love right now.
So you want to be put up in the house permanently?
I do, but only because, not like more so permanently, so don't get it twisted. I still, don't get it twisted. I still will come out, but it's just kind of like, I be want to have fun, like, give me a nigga, have fun with my nigga, you know, travel with my nigga, get ready to pop one for my nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, and it's cool to still have my girls nights. Yeah. Like, I'm cool with that. But
just every weekend.
Just every day, every weekend outside with the girls with nothing to go home to kind of gets boring because I end up in the wrong bed.
That shit, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, friend. Okay, come on. Since you just said that, do you feel like when you in a nightlife, right, you outside and shit, and you fucking with different niggas, every time you go outside, you find it's always gonna be a fine ass nigga in the section somewhere in the club, and they approach you, you get that number. Do you feel like if you fucking the first night that you a hoe?
No.
So have you fucked a nigga the first night you met them in the club?
Of course.
And is it like a fucking I'm gone?
Yeah.
Cool shit. I don't know. I feel like I can't do that.
No, because, see, the thing is, I think that people start to forget that we are humans.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're not interested in a relationship at that point in your life, you're just going to have to be celibate in. Because I'm just confused. Like, if you're not interested in a relationship, but you're meeting people that look good to you, look appealing, look like, damn, pick me up.
So have you ever came across a nigga that looked like that you fucked with and it was trash?
Yes.
You regretted it?
That's so sad. It's so sad. Them is the ones that you feel like you a hoe. Then you start feeling like a hoe. Because it's like, I done wasted all this. And it was just not what it was giving.
Wasn't hitting for what it was hitting for.
And it was looking like it was going to hit. And it just don't hit. It is what it is. But I'm not going to be the one to sit here and try to act like it's a 30-day grace period with me because come on now, we're humans. And if anybody, I mean, let's just stop. Like, I just hate when people try to act like they just so sadiddy, yeah. Like, oh yeah, like, I would never fuck on the first night.
What Sexy Red Side had a lame bitch with class. That's what that is, for real. I feel like, I don't know, if I'm in a club and you look good, I'm going to fuck you. And I'm going to just deal. And if I see you again, hey, what's up? Because I've seen niggas come to our location of work. I'm not going to say where we work at, but you know. But they approach you like, hey, ain't you simply Kyla on Instagram? Didn't I see you in the club before? And you be like, oh, yeah.
I be like, damn.
And I be like, Kyla, you fucked? And you like, shit, I mean. And it's just like crazy because it's like, once you do that, do you feel like when you in the club, niggas see you and they be like, yeah, I fucked her already?
No.
Like, you don't be feeling like.
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it G. I really don't care, like, what the next nigga got to say about me or what the next nigga tells somebody, because what's for me gonna be for me. So if somebody don't like what they hearing about me, or, you know, they feel some kind of way about somebody hit it before them, it's just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm a human and I'm gonna do something that somebody always ain't gonna like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me to be walking on eggshells because a nigga in the club, or, you know, any situation when it comes to a nigga and I done fucked with or fucked around with or been with or whatever the case may be, it's kind of like,
Fuck
Okay.
all. Like,
Did you say the same thing when you ran through all my friends?
Oh.
We ain't say nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
We us girls, we be like, all my friends done passed you around.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
But you know what's so crazy? Niggas really be thinking they be on something like, oh, I fuck all your friends. Whole time we in the group chat.
We in the group chat loud.
Nigga,
We didn't
sending
actually
pictures.
dropped you in the group chat.
We sending pictures like, girl, I fucked them. Bitch, I fucked them too. Girl, for real.
Laughing.
It was trash. Yeah, it was trash
It
too,
was
man.
so
It was trash
trash.
with me too.
And it
Dick
was small.
For real. But niggas really be thinking they be up one like,
do.
oh yeah, shit, I fucked you. I fucked your crew. That's cool shit. We know you fucked the crew.
No, but it be a lot of niggas out here, especially these club niggas. They be fucking so many bitches and don't nobody say nothing.
Yeah.
They catch you in a club with another nigga. Oh, she a hoe. I done had her. Nigga, you done had 5 bitches this week. So it's like, why can't I do it? It's cool when they do it.
It's a problem when I do it.
Oh,
fuck
fuck 'em.
them. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, let's get into this shit then. You said that. What's your definition of an entanglement? What's your definition of entanglement?
Well, basically somebody that's already in a situation, but you putting yourself in that situation with them.
Are you in one of those right now, love? Are you currently in an entanglement right now?
I am actually.
So how is that? How do you like that? Like, is that a thrill for you? Like,
It actually is.
wait, okay, time out. Let's get into this. Okay, so you are in one of those right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But does the other person know? Like, does the female know about you? Like, do they know that you're fucking with their nigga, or it's kind of like a hush hush situation? Like, yeah, what's up?
So no, she does not know. So that's one thing. It actually is. It is a thrill for me. And let me explain something to y'all. Y'all ain't got to put up y'all's niggas for me. I promise. This was just something that just so happened to happen. And now,
So did you know that he had a relationship before you started dealing with him?
I didn't know that at first. I just so happened to see something that drew me to knowing like, oh, you got a bitch. And then I kind of checked him about it, and then he told the truth, which I respected a lot more. But then we were just like, we're going to be friends. But then somehow, some way, our friendship got so close, it just turned into something else. But I'm just going to say this just to clear the air. I just had to get this out my system, future husband, if
Future
you're out
husband.
there.
If you're out there watching this right now,
I
y'all.
just had to get this out of my system. But yeah, so she does not know anything about us. So yeah, and
Okay, so do you feel like if you're in an entanglement, right? Do you feel like the person that's like the host of the entanglement, like the nigga or the bitch, whoever you're doing it with, do you feel like they should put you on the same?
I was about to say, how you know it ain't no bitch?
I mean, I don't know. You might be one of them. Because I'm one of them. I don't know. Let's say, like, do you feel like they need to put you on the same pedestal with the main person? Like, if they getting them a Cartier bracelet, do you feel like you need to get a Cartier bracelet too? This is getting spicy.
So pretty much when it comes to entanglements, I definitely would not recommend being the main bitch. I'm very okay with being a side bitch, only because I know everything that's going on. So I'm not blindsided by nothing. I know everything that's going on. But also in the same sense, I do expect it to get treated equally for me to keep my mouth closed, baby.
Oh, so you one of them.
I'm one of them.
Buy me, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Pay me, and I'm gonna keep it.
Because not even just pay me, just spoil me like you would spoil her. I want to feel equal to her. Because
Right.
you want to have 2 bitches, you need to know how to treat 2 bitches. You want to have 2 girlfriends, do what you gotta do for both of your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Don't leave one of us just high and dry while you have fun with the other girlfriend. You know, like
Yeah.
that don't work well with me.
So do you get jealous
About
about that? Yeah, like I would be jealous. Like I can't share my nigga. I'm
no.
not sharing my nigga.
No, only because I knew about the situation.
Okay.
Now, if I didn't know about it and I like it got deeper, then maybe I'll be like, oh hell no. But if this, if you're doing it the right way, then there's nothing to be jealous about.
I don't know. I feel like it's always the main person is gonna get a little bit more than me and a little bit more time than I'm gonna get because I'm the sneaky link in a way.
And that's okay, and that's why you have your sneaky link. Cause it's like,
But let's get into this. So let's say like you get like really attached to this person. Like you know you the side bitch or whatever the case may be. If you don't want to use that word, you might not want to be called a side bitch. That's cool, understandable. But you're the other bitch because you're still something. You're not the main. Do you feel like
you said that a little hard.
I'm just saying, that's what I was saying. So you feel like, okay, so if you the side bitch, right, but you catch feelings for the nigga, like you catch feelings for the main nigga in the situation or the main bitch in the situation, how do you like handle that? Because you know deep down they're not leaving their main bitch or their main nigga. you know you are going to be the side person in the situation the whole time. So like, how do you cope with that? Like, cause now you like the nigga, cause you know what I'm saying. Like, of course they're telling you shit, they're feeding you shit, pillow talking with you too, saying what they pillow talking with their main bitch or main nigga. How do you take that shit? Like, damn, I love this nigga now, and you're not supposed to love them, but it just happens. Like, how do you handle that? Cause you say you don't get jealous, you're not gonna be mad. You know you gotta play your role the way you gotta play it. How are you handling that situation when feelings get involved?
It does get a little tricky when like feelings get involved and you feel like, like, damn, why you not doing that to me? Yeah. Why you not doing that for me? Like, I know at one point, like when we first started talking, I didn't even want to see her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, I was like...
How would you see her Instagram, though? How'd you...
No, I said I didn't want to see her on his Instagram.
Oh, posting and shit.
Yeah,
okay.
like, why are you posting her?
Yeah.
Like, but that's his bitch. So you just kind of always got to remember, like, that's originally his bitch. That was his bitch before you even came in the picture. Like, you can't be...
But you caught feelings. That's what I'm saying.
I get that, but I can't be, like, pressing somebody else about me catching feelings about something I knew about when I walked into it. You see what I'm saying? So the feelings, sometimes you kind of just got to swallow them bitches and tell your best friend at work.
Yeah, because I'll be getting all the tea.
All the tea.
Friend, this nigga, I'm not gonna expose you. I don't want this to be seen. If you out here watching this podcast, beep, that's her name. We're not talking bad about you. We promise you. But so, do you feel like that shit could like eventually in the long run develop to something serious? Do you feel like he would leave his bitch for you?
I hope he wouldn't. Because even if he did, he would be asked out. Because I would never be in a relationship with him.
I was gonna. Oh my God!
I would never be in a relationship with him.
You know
and
why?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the reason why I wouldn't be in a relationship with him is because if he gonna play in her face like that, and they've been together for years and got whatever they got going on, and he gonna play in her face like that, and very good at it. Yeah. Very good at it, because I done coached him up. I done got him where he need to be with the shit.
Oh, you the coach?
Oh, I'm the coach, baby.
Okay.
So I be don't do that. Get that off your shirt. You know your dog ain't black. Little shit like that. Like I done coached him up. But to say the least, I would never. Because I know if you would play with her like that, you gonna definitely drag me through the mud. And it's nothing against you. Because sometimes you just can't help who you love and how things happen. That's cool, but I'm not gonna get caught in that situation. And that's why I said I had to get an entanglement out of my system before I got serious with somebody, because that's something I feel like everybody should experience. That's something I just feel like.
Okay, so let's say you're in a relationship, right, with a nigga. You like a nigga real bad right now. No free promotions, but you like a nigga real bad right now. Let's say if you the side bitch to him. No. Let's say you the main bitch to him, but he have an entanglement going on with somebody else, and they the side bitch. How would you feel if you found that out? Because you're doing it to somebody else right now.
I would be devastated, trust me.
But why, though? Because you had your time to have fun. You telling them they need to do the same shit. Well, you ain't telling them to do the same shit with your nigga. But you
please, bitch. Please, whoever's listening, please.
But you
don't do
them,
it.
You saying it's cool to get out your system, so whatever.
No, I'm not saying that doing that is okay. Knowing that, that's going on is okay. That is what I'm not saying. But one thing that I always got, try to tell people, if you're not engaged or married, you're single. I'm sorry to break that to you, because people be together for years. No disrespect to nobody, respectfully. That's still in a relationship with somebody for years and ain't even thought about proposing to y'all. But it's like, if y'all been together as long as y'all been together, he ain't put no ring on there yet, or y'all are not married, then baby, you gotta realize it's a missing piece there. And I'm the puzzle.
Oh, so you feel like, let me squeeze my way in.
Why not? I'm having fun. I'm single.
But the question on hand is, nigga, you trying to beat around the bush. I'm asking you, if you have a puzzle built up and there's a missing piece and the bitch come on and fit her way in the piece of the puzzle, how are you going to feel? Bitch. Are you mad? Are you going to be like, bitch, who the fuck is this bitch? Why you fucking with me? Are you mad at the nigga? Are you mad at the bitch? Who are you mad at? How you going to handle that? Like, what's up?
Babe, I'm going to be on first 48.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, don't say that out loud, because just in case something do happen like that, nigga.
I'm be in a confessional room trying to figure out my answers, bitch. What do you mean? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle it well either. And that's why, this is going to sound really crazy about the situation, but I don't try to get him caught.
Yeah.
I don't try to do that, because I'm not aiming to hurt her. Like, I'm not aiming. I want her to, I want them to feel like that they're a family. I don't want her to ever think like, oh, he cheating on me. Like, she don't got that thought. Like she don't think like that, like nothing, because the way it just was aligning, it just made sense. But I would never be like playing with somebody or trying to do little shit to antagonize them. Like that's when it become not cute.
That's what
That's not. I mean, the whole
petty.
situation not cute. But when you trying to like purposely separate something, I don't want to be with him like that. So I'm not trying to come between anything. Nor am I trying to break another woman down.
Yeah.
That is not my plan. Most bitches when they do stuff like this, they really want the nigga for real, and they be trying to break the next bitch down to get the nigga. I'm not interested in that. Like if she was coming to ask me right now, you fucking with my baby daddy? Oh.
Oh, she getting serious.
If she wasn't coming to ask me that right now, I would deny it. I would take it to the grave.
What?
No, I don't even.
So what about girl code? Don't females have like some type of girl code that I follow? Like I'm a girl. So I know a lot of girls be like I'm a girl's girl. You
I feel like that girl code only works is when you both don't know y'all fucking with the same nigga until one of y'all catch him. That's when a girl code, that's when coming to you as a woman come in. Mm-hmm. That's where the girl code come from. But if you just already know and the other one don't know, it don't. But that's not your place to step up and tell, you know, the situation. It kind of, it kind of be like, there's no girl code there because I already broke it. So how I'm going to come to you on some girl code shit? Because I already broke it. Like I said, if it was to ever come to me, I don't know him, love.
So if a nigga, okay, so let's get into this question. If a nigga taking care of you, right, financially, dicking you down so motherfucking good, like, I'm talking about, like, this is top-notch dick, top-notch treatment, princess treatment, if you want, like some might call it. Are you going to, like, allow him to cheat on you? Because, like, you're getting taken care of. Like, the nigga is making sure you're fed, bills are paid, pushing up the 2023 brand new anything you want, but he's cheating on you. But you know he is, though. Are you going to allow that shit to happen?
So, at the point I am now, no. I want somebody just honestly going to just be with me for me because I done got everything out of my system that I feel like I needed to get out. But back in the day, like when I was a lot younger, hell yeah. What? Give me, I ain't see shit, bitch. And I'm not asking for your phone. Like, what? No, what? And I'm already the type now that I don't go through niggas' phones. Like, I don't play like that. Like, I'm not interested in that. Like, that's when you find out shit you don't want to know.
I feel like when people go through people's phones, to me, that's childish. And I want to say so much of, sometimes you want to know what's going on, but I feel like when you go to somebody's phone, you're looking to be hurt.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like you have to go to a nigga, okay, if you feel like you have to go to your person's phone, right? I feel like you're looking to be hurt. Like you're looking to find something because you know something already going on, but you want to see it. And now when you get a confirmation, if you're not finna leave that nigga, if you're not finna say, fuck this, I pack that shit and go,
problem.
What's the purpose of going through the phone?
That be the problem. A lot of females... so when it comes to like this dating like era or whatever like that, it just is kind of like, it makes a lot of women very insecure. And it just makes it kind of hard to put your trust into people because these niggas will be laying next to you, telling you they love you, posting you on IG, whatever they got to do to make sure that you feel like you the main bitch, but then going and sleeping with somebody else. So it's kind of just like, I don't be blaming females for like taking the time out to go through a nigga phone. But again, I go back to what you just said. If you're not about to leave that nigga, bitch, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time.
Just save you the hurt from what you already knew, but you physically getting to see it. Just don't even waste your time because what did you do all that for? For y'all to be probably fist fighting because you probably gonna beat them up.
Yeah.
For y'all to leave each other, probably vandalize each other's stuff, do all this other stuff for the next morning for y'all to be like, as if nothing ever happened. That is like something that I just could never understand when it comes to relationships. But again, I don't got no man working on it. But I ain't got no man, so I don't really know how your emotions be for you to have to do that. I've never had to do that to a nigga. So
like, okay. So let's say like you finally in your relationship, you finally get your nigga you want, right? And like you feel like time going good, shit going good. Do you allow niggas to be cool with their ex?
I'm really not insecure.
Cause you brought up insecure shit, you brought up going to people's phone. I know, like sometimes I fuck with people and I'm still cool with one of my exes, and a lot of people feel like that's like a big factor in a relationship. That you need to drop all past relationships, all past sex ties, anything you have with a person.
When it comes to that, I feel like if anybody is to say like, oh, you can't talk to your exes, like, oh, drop all your exes, like, don't be with your exes, I just kind of feel like that's very insecure and that's already starting an unhealthy relationship. Because if that person that you're with knows that ex is not healthy for them and healthy for you guys, they would automatically drop them on their own. Let them handle that. Now, if they don't handle it and then they go the other direction, then cool, I get it. But most people in relationships don't even give people time to show them like, look, we not like that. We just still cool. Yeah. Like, it's okay to be cool with your ex. Like, y'all just didn't work out, but me and my ex, Me and my ex I was dating for years. We're like best friends. I'm still close with his family.
The one you went seeing for, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I spend Thanksgiving with them. Like that's my family. Like I will call them about anything. I will go talk to his mom about anything. Like I was with them through like a lot of stuff. So when he'll come and talk to me about it. Like I'll tell him stuff. Like that's my friend.
Would you slip up and fuck him again?
I wouldn't, because I didn't on Thanksgiving. No, but I just don't look at him like that no more. I don't think he look at me like that. So it's like, I mean,
I mean, you know,
a
yeah.
lot of shit done changed. But yeah, so I don't. Me and him are not like that. And I feel like if I got into a relationship and that person didn't understand and trust me telling him we not like that and this is still gonna be my people, I couldn't fuck with him. Because that's already unhealthy. We already starting something unhealthy because you already feel like somebody could take your place. Yeah. And you should never feel like that when you get in a relationship.
Exactly.
Your partner should always secure you. And that's why any relationship I've been with after him, he's still always been here. Because y'all going to accept him or y'all not because this is my family.
This is my people.
Yeah, like that's never going to be a separation. And he know that, I know that. When he get his little girlfriends, he still tell me happy birthday. He still check up on me. When I was going through my sorority stuff, he was make sure, like little stuff like that. Like that's family. Like it's like, but then you do have those exes that go a little left.
See, I feel like, okay, let's say you have an ex, right? And then like the person, okay, so they get with somebody new, right? You still cool with your ex or whatever the case may be. They get you still cool with them. They get with somebody else, but now your ex bossed the fuck up. You was fucking with them. They wasn't the boss. They was trying to get themselves together. They bossed up, and the person they're with now is bossed up with them because of course they're gonna benefit whatever they, you know what I'm saying? That's their person. Are you gonna be mad about that? Like, are you jealous about that? Do you feel a type of way about that? You feel like that they owe you something?
No, I feel
because,
like
let me rephrase that. You helped them get to where they need to be at. But then something didn't work out. Y'all just left it. Y'all cut ties.
Well, that kind of like I said, my ex that I'm really cool with now, that was basically us. Like we were young. But I did teach him how to be a man to the next woman. And I was okay with that because we built like a bond and a friendship. And we were young and childish. And like, some things he'll still come and ask me like, oh, what do you feel? Like, how do you like, and I would do the same thing with him. Like, oh, how do you feel about like if somebody did that? Because he's a man and I'm a woman. So we kind of get each other's perspective. But no, I wouldn't feel like that. I wouldn't feel any kind of way if he was to boss somebody else up or whatever the case may be because I'm a strong believer that God put people in your life when it's the time. Yeah. Like it was a time for me to get him to a mature level because when me and him was dating, I was never looking for a handout. Luckily, his family was just well off, and he always had everything he needed going on, and they always took care of me in any given moment if I needed anything. But they knew when I came around, it was genuinely love. Like, it was never like, oh, she just trying to be around us because we doing this. Oh, she just trying to be around us because we going here. Oh, she trying to be around us because there's celebrities in our living room. I never once. They knew I was not. That wasn't me.
So do you feel like you a gold digger?
Not
matter of fact, let's get this because a lot of people don't know what a gold digger is. My definition of a gold digger, I'm just say what my definition is. It's a person that's looking for really chasing clout. You know what I'm saying? Like the person got money. You fuck with a nigga that got the people that yours situation with your ex. They know people. They're real well off in LA. They know a lot of celebrities. Do you feel like you wanted to be a part of that group, or part of that relationship, that family to get in, to fit in? Did that make sense?
The only reason I would disagree with that because I didn't meet them like that.
Okay.
I never knew they were living like that. Like when we first started dating, we were just on some like just being up under each other. We never even went anywhere. We never did anything.
So you didn't even know he was really
I didn't even know. Yeah. So when he first brought me to, LA with his family, then I was like, oh shit. These people are the real deal. But still, I didn't come from that.
It's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, but I didn't come from that, so it didn't arouse me. It was just kind of like, oh, these still my family. Like, because I went through so much personal shit with them. That shit was like nothing to me.
Kind of like a bonus.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, oh. But in on top of that, too, I never went and did the things that I could have did with them. Like, I would have rather sat in the house and watched movies with his mom. Or I would rather just have game nights with them. Like, I was never trying to hit him up when, like, the BET Awards was coming up. Or, things like that. Like, I never was like that. Like, okay. They never had to worry about that with me. But I did go through a point in my life after him, like, when I was just, like, figuring myself out that I was on some gold digger shit. I was more so on, like, oh, let me get with a nigga that's gonna do this. Yes. Let me get with a nigga that's gonna do that. Only because social media, that's what I was seeing. I'm a country girl. I come from a small town. Literally one elementary, one middle school, one high school. So I didn't have and see the things that I see now coming into the city. So I definitely went through that phase for sure.
So, like, how do you feel about, okay, sorry for my hookah, y'all, my bad. Let's talk about, like, sugar daddies. Like, you're not a gold digger. You say you're not a gold digger. You say you don't. But you had a phase in your life where you was like, let me be with a nigga that's gonna take care of me. How do you feel about a sugar daddy? Did you ever have one of those? Like, do you have one of those? Like,
Well, before I say that, I just hope that every bitch that comes on this podcast goes through this hot seat.
everybody gonna be in this motherfucking savage seed.
I just really hope. I did go through my sugar daddy phase. I definitely did. Because let's be real, most pretty girls go through their sugar daddy phase because we are pretty and we are what most older men would like to see on their arm, and they'll do anything to make sure that we're good. So yeah, I definitely went through that phase at one point when I was younger.
So what did you benefit from that shit?
A lot. I learned a lot, honestly, because when you deal with a sugar daddy, they're a lot older than you, of course, clearly. So they can also, if you deal with the right ones, let me get that right, the right ones. But you just, you learn a lot of stuff. You learn like how to get through life and how to like manage your money. Like I learned a lot.
So it's really more of like a teaching thing.
It was more so for me, but it's not always like that for everybody else. Because I have a lot of friends, everybody that knows. And I've heard different situations with my friends. Like, and I was like, oh.
That's what you're going through?
Yeah, I was like, I never went through that. And it's funny because the guy that was my sugar daddy back then, he's still like family to me. Like now he looks at me like seeing me like grow up and like be more mature now. He doesn't even talk to me about stuff like that. It'd be more so like, are you doing this? Are you handling this? Did you take care of this? Like, what is your credit score looking like? Like, did you work on this? Like, it more was like it turned into some family shit. Like, it's like he just wanted to make sure I was always okay. Good. But after a while, he never approached me in a sugar daddy way. He just stopped, I guess, because he realized, oh, get it now. She know how to be a boss now. He was like, and when I first met him, I remember him always saying like, in a few years, I'm gonna look back at you and I'm be like, I knew she was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna be like that.
Okay, sugar daddy's out here bossing these hoes up. Well, not these hoes up. Bossing these females up. I say, y'all, okay, so like, boom. I just could never fuck with nobody older than me because I feel like sex is weird. How was the sex experience with that shit? Like, you fucking somebody grandpa. How did you fucking pop?
No, so when you think of sugar daddies, like for some reason when people think of sugar daddies, they think like 60 or 70, damn near pushing a wheelchair. No, you're not. It's not always that. Like you have like sugar daddies that just may be like a few years older than you. Like you could be in your 20s and they could just be in their 30s. That's still considered a sugar daddy because I'd say honestly it's a 7 to 10 year grace period to be a sugar daddy. And they're not always like that, and they always don't look their age. Yeah. Like you will just be so surprised.
Okay, so you say it's a grace period, like a 7 to 10 year grace period. They can look a good age. But, like, have you ever fucked with somebody older, like 50, 60 years old?
No.
Would you not want to? It's like, you said, no, like, I'm not going to do that. Like, ew, that's too old.
No, because I feel like if I don't know that they're that old, then it's like, okay, cool. Because I don't know. But if he tell me, I'll be like, he don't even got to look like it. It could just be the fact.
The fact like, that old.
But some people will prefer that. Like, sadly, back then, I would have preferred a married older one.
A married one?
Yes, of course.
So you've been fucking with this like entanglement type of situations. You like that shit?
I really don't, and I really wasn't.
You like that shit?
But the reason why I would prefer that because I am kind of a loner in a way, so I don't really like to be bothered when it comes to that. But the ones that be married and stuff like that, they just do whatever they need, spoil you, and go on about their business. They don't be lingering around, bored, ain't got shit else to do, and get on your nerves. We're not looking for a relationship. It's a quick in and out like experience. That's it.
So do you feel like you an escort? Like, okay. When it comes down to this shit, like how you saying like boom, boom, boom. Like, do you ever feel like you're an escort? Because I mean, you're fucking.
So guys, let's just clarify something before we go any further in this thing. This is when I was in my like 19, 20, 21. Okay, I'm not that age anymore, so I don't do those things anymore. Okay, to my future husband, if he's listening.
Answer the question, nigga. I still want to know the question.
What was the question? Oh, am I an escort? Did I feel like it? No, I honestly didn't really know what an escort was back then. And it's funny because when people be like, oh, when you do stuff like that, you're considered like a prostitute if you're having sex for money and stuff like that. But I just be trying to figure out, you bitches that be getting these bags and your wigs done and stuff like that, and you just fucked a nigga, he's not calling you his girlfriend. What are you?
See, a lot of hoes get.
They
a
get
lot
that
of people,
mixed up.
They get it mixed up because they don't want to be labeled as a escort or a bitch that's just getting fucked for money. Like,
but that's exactly what you're doing. If the nigga is not claiming you and you're not really his bitch, and y'all don't have no ties besides fucking and taking you out to the club and probably flying you here and there with him.
Well, I don't know. If your nigga doing that for me, I'll be an escort.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but girls, but it's different because those girls feel like because they buying you bags and stuff like that, they're not considered fucking for money. It take money to get the things that they giving you, and you're not their bitch.
You only a quick fuck.
You're only a quick fuck. Then when you got the girls that are doing it with the older niggas considered the sugar daddies, oh, they the hoes, they're prostitutes, they're fucking for money. I hate when niggas be trying to, oh, you fucking for money, all this other stuff like that. It's like this. It goes hand in hand. It just sounds better when you hear just a nigga buying you a bag or a nigga getting your teeth done or a nigga getting your titties done. You had to fuck for that. You had to fuck for that.
Why did you bring up niggas getting your teeth done? You trying to be messy on this podcast. I see what you trying. Okay, so now that you older, you keep on saying like that was your younger days.
Yeah.
Would you do it now? Would you go fuck for money now if you had to?
If I had to, I'm always gonna do anything I gotta do to make sure that I'm good. So if I had to,
you would do it.
What? Yeah.
Damn. I mean, you know what? I don't want nobody to be watching this shit and be like, damn, they trying to bash me because I'm fucking for money. If you're fucking for money, that is cool. Because I know I'm going to do what I have to do. If I got to fuck you, I'm a hater. I'm going to be thinking about somebody the whole time. Like, please fuck me. Just hit me from the back. Because I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. How do you like...
So see, the thing is, nobody's bashing anybody that has sex for money or gets bags or gets flued out for money. Nobody's doing that. The bashing comes in when you try to act like you better than somebody because you're getting it differently than the other person.
Yes.
It's like, unless you're in a relationship with that person and they're doing things for you, you're fucking for the money. Because I promise you, if you ain't gave them no pussy, then cool. Then we can just scratch that out. But if you've given them pussy and they gave you a bag and they bought you this and they did this for you and they did that for you, but they don't call you their girl for real and they're not giving you public girlfriend treatment and you don't really feel like a wifey, it's just like, I just feel like people in this generation are just so ashamed of the reality. Like what's really going on in the world. Because that's what's really going on.
Yeah.
Bitches is out here fucking. That's what's really going on. But people just try to act like that's not happening.
See,
and when you say that you're doing it, people look at you like,
yeah. But see, I feel like if you like a real P bitch, a real P ass nigga, and you doing shit like that, I don't got no shame in my game. If I know I'm doing it for the doing, I am doing it. So what's up? Like, cause any way it go, you're getting somebody's situation. Hoes out here, niggas out here getting fucked for free. Like, so I feel like you cannot pass judgment on nobody that's doing that type of shit. Like, people probably go watch this right now, and be like, damn, you was doing that back in the day, like da da da. But
baby.
you have to think about how like y'all fucking these niggas or y'all fucking these bitches for fun. I'm not fucking for fun. Like, I need something out of the situation every time because at the end of the day, I do hold myself at a certain level. I'm not trying to say I'm just that nigga or anything, but in my mind, I am that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody should feel like they're that. Like, you never should be like, damn, you never should downplay yourself.
Right.
So if I'm going to fuck you, I want something. I want to get flued out. I want a bag. Well, I don't want a bag because I'm not a bitch, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get my teeth done. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like,
you said you.
Let's move
okay.
forward. Like,
all right.
I want to get benefits from what I'm doing because I feel like if I'm doing it for fun, if I'm just fucking you, I'm a quick fuck. I just get fucked. It's good, whatever the case may be. And then like I after it's over. What did I get from that shit? A quick nut? No.
Yeah, and then sometimes the funny part about that is sometimes the nut ain't always good.
It's not.
So it kind of be like you just wasted
You
all
waste
that
the whole
time.
body.
Yeah, and it's like when I agreed to come on this podcast and, tell my business to the world, which I really don't mind, I never cared about, what somebody's going to say after they see this. I don't really care about that because it's just like, I'm a good person regardless of what I did with my personal life or what I used to do or how my life unfolded or where I am today. My personality and my energy speaks for itself. So it's like, if you worried about what I had going on back in the day, you ain't got no motion.
Right.
I'm just giving you advice on stuff that I've been through and things that I've done to get me where I am today and make me the woman I am today. So it's kind of like,
what's motion?
Motion.
Like I want to hear your definition of what's motion.
I feel like motion isn't always money. Motion is not always money. Motion is when you can honestly go in a room and people genuinely respect and love you and fuck with you. That's having motion. Motion is also something where if somebody got something going on, they always want you there. That's motion. Because they know what you're going to bring. They know your energy. Like, that's motion to me. If you got money, cool. that's a type of that's a form of motion too. I'm not gonna just sit back and be like money not a form of motion, because it definitely is a heavy portion of motion. But when you got money and you just not really a good hearted person, or people don't like being around you, it's really nothing.
You're really not doing shit.
You really not doing shit. Motion also is handling your business and making sure everything is squared away at home, and then be outside having a good time.
See,
but if you outside with $0 in your account and don't have no plan,
that's my biggest thing.
That's no motion,
that's
baby.
My biggest thing. Like, I feel like if I'm at a point in my life where I feel like my bills put up, I have money to go do it. I'm not finna put on for social media. I'm not finna put on for the next person. And a lot of people our age, because I'm in my early 20s, of course. A lot of people might know you're in your 20s. A lot of people feel like, because our age group, what they see on social media, what Ari doing, what Tay doing, what Reggie and them doing, they feel like, oh, I gotta live up to their standards. These people don't know you. These people don't know who the fuck you is. They don't know if you don't walk in the room, like, okay, when we go out, people be like, are you simply Kyla on Instagram? Are you do lashes? Are you doing this? They know you. And you been out here for months. And bitches that been in Houston that's doing shit like motion wise shit that they feel like y'all putting on, like, cause I put on some Chanel, I got the biggest purse or whatever, because it be, mind you, shit could be fake anyways, cause I know some plugs that could put you on a Chanel right now for $500. You're putting on for the gram. You feel what I'm saying? You're putting on for the look. I feel like just because you do that don't mean you have motion. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. If you are out here and you out here making moves, but you're not really backing up with money, you're not really backing up with like plays, you're not really pulling motion. You just out here just doing shit for the gram, doing shit for looks. I feel like that's not really a big thing. Damn.
And I kind of feel like with people, and it's funny because, like I said, I'm from Nashville. I lived in Atlanta. I lived in Miami. And when I tell you guys I've lived in all these places, don't get it twisted. It's only because I have no kids and I'm good when it comes to finances. I can just move around and pick up and do whatever the fuck I want to do. So don't get it twisted because I've lived in different states that, I can't settle or whatever people somehow
Somebody
think.
told me you on the run.
Right, probably think I'm on a run. Like,
Somebody said they told me you was FBI first warning, y'all. That's why she moved state to state, y'all. She really trying to roughen the police.
Right. So, like I'm well capable of doing that. So I've run across a lot of people. But one thing that I've learned about Houston people is that, sometimes it's about who you know, not what you know. When it comes to Houston. That's why I said when it comes to motion, it's not always about that money. Because I know a lot of people that got money that I don't even like. Like, I don't even want you around. I don't even want to go check out your shit because you not that.
You
like,
really lamed in the bitch.
If you didn't have the money, niggas wouldn't really fuck with you for real. Yes. And that's one thing I be trying to tell people. They think money is motion, but I promise you, if you take money away from a motherfucker and make them a regular person, nobody will talk to you.
Gonna fuck
Let's
with you.
be for real. Nobody will talk to you. People really only stick around people with money because they got the money and they can put them in situations.
Okay, so you brought up how, like, you move around a lot, like, you state to state, city to city, because you can. How is that experience for you? Like, how do you just get up every day and just like, fuck it, like, I'm about to just go to another state, start all over? Like, is that not scary for you?
No, because I kind of look at it like tomorrow night, I may not be able to say, oh, fuck it, let me get up and move. Anything can happen to somebody, anything, people really take life for granted, and I just, I try to give the best advice to a lot of people because I don't come from the best, and that's what started, like, the moving. Like, that's what got me into, like, moving from state to state and stuff like that. I just wanted to see where I went, did I like it? Did I feel comfortable? If I didn't like it, I'm going to move. I'm going to try something else, see where I feel like, where do I feel like, oh, I like this. I like this environment. Like, this is where I want to raise kids. Like, I think about stuff like that. And it's just like, most people are scared to do those things, and it's like you may not have a chance to ever do that because life and time does not stop for anybody.
Stop for nobody, yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that, and a lot of people have a lot of potential to do a lot more other things. Like, if you want to be an actress or an actor, like, move the fuck to LA and get your shit jumping.
Yeah.
Like, don't be scared. Oh, my family. Oh, I can't leave my family.
No, for real.
You can always go visit your family. Like, I can go visit my family whenever I want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the picking up and moving thing was always just something I really enjoyed. Like, I love meeting new people. I love leaving somewhere knowing I have somebody to go back to. That was always the thing for me. And I also I wanted to enjoy my 20s. Like, I never really wanted to settle in my 20s. I realized that after, like, my first relationship in my 20s. I was like, my 20s are really for me to wild the fuck out, figure it out, make all the mistakes I need to make, try to figure out what kind of parent I want to be when I'm ready to be a parent. Like, it's supposed to be an experience. Your 20s are supposed to be an experience. So the moving gives me an experience.
Okay, so what do you feel like, when are you going to settle down?
I feel like
Houston is going to be your spot?
I really do, which is really crazy because I never thought when I first came here, I was like, I may just party this out for about 2 years and just be like, So, but after a year living here, I was like, okay,
This is actually something.
I actually like Houston. Like, it's like a party, but if I want to move on the outskirts, I can still like live normal. Like, I can, have the best of both worlds. But at a point now, I think that I am ready to settle down. I've literally done a lot.
I like that. I like that you came here and you open about that because a lot of people be scared. Like, I'm personally scared. Like, I don't think I'll be okay with just getting up and moving only because I am a people person. But it's kind of like, I don't want to fail. And it's like, I'm from Louisiana. So, like, I'm from a small little city, too. I'm not from no big-ass Atlanta, Houston. Like, I moved out here in high school. I just never left because I'm in school out here. I just started my life out here. I just kept it out here. But I feel like now that I've grown an outside family outside of my personal real birth family. And it's kind of like, I'm kind of scared to leave. Like, if you're scared, okay, if you're like me and you're scared to just leave, you're really like kind of an inspiration to me because it's kind of like, damn, like you're in your 20s, you just, okay, Jackson, let's go. Like, pack your, and you off the next day, like you start all over again. Like I said, you've been out here for a few months and like you've done so much, met so many people, fucked with so many, not trying to say like, but you know what I'm saying? Like you build relationships with people and it's kind of like, damn, like everybody can't do that. It's not about because you have a pretty face or who you are. It's because what you bring to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you can't just come to a new state and thinking you finna just be like you said, if you want to be an actor, go to LA. It's not that easy sometimes.
It's not, but it's like it can be though. It's like if you don't give it a shot, it's not always gonna be easy for everybody, but it could be easy for somebody. You kind of got to think of those things. You can't go into situations like, oh, if I move here, it probably ain't gonna be easy. Because when I graduated high school, I graduated May 14th. I was out of Tennessee by June 1st. I already had this set up in my mind. Like when I was 16, I was working at Popeyes. Y'all, I was working at Popeyes. No, let me reverse it a little bit. When I was 15, I was working at Chuck E. Cheese until all them kids started beating me up in that Chuck E. uniform. Bitch, when they told me I had to get in that Chuck E. suit, I just do that.
Come on, little Chuck.
So I did that, and then I started working at Popeyes, and I started saving all my checks. Yeah. I started saving all my little checks. My uncle got me a little Dodge Neon. All my friends back home know about that Dodge Neon when it got us through, baby. I used to have a little Dodge Neon. I used to save all my checks because I knew once I turned 18, I know I didn't want to live in Tennessee. And I didn't want to live in Tennessee not because it wasn't a good place to live, because that was somewhere that was holding me back. Yeah. My family sometimes held me back. Nothing against my family or anything like that, but sometimes what you surround yourself with is what you'll become. And I don't think that people take that serious. It is really a thing. But yeah, when I graduated, I was gone. Like at 18. I had my first apartment when I was 18 years old.
Oh, you was ready to be out.
I was ready. I had it all planned out. I was like, I'm going to make this happen, see how it goes. Only thing, what people fail to realize, when you go and do something, it can always just be a yes or a no. It'll work or it don't work. That's all. Like, it's no shame to it. It's like everything is not always going to work out for you. I've had so many trials and tribulations moving from state to state. So many weird shit has happened to me. Sometimes couldn't afford a bill here and there when I first started off. Like, I didn't know how to manage my money. Like, I had to learn how to do those things. So, yeah, it's not easy to do it, but you'll never find out if you don't do it. And it'd be like people go in their life, they look up, they're like 30-something years old, still in the same position because they were scared to try something at like 21.
Yeah, you know what? That's something that I've learned too. Even though I don't want to up and move, but of course I'm in school still, so it really don't matter about that. But I'm pretty sure when I'm done with school, I'm gonna up and move because it's kind of like when you get stuck in a space, the space can really trap you. Like you could be in a sunken place type shit because like you're so used to the same shit going on, like the same motion, the same type of, it's like a cycle. Okay, I wake up every morning, I'm doing this, I know this gonna happen, I know my job gonna make sure my bills get paid, I know this gonna happen. It's kind of like you don't want to step out the box, but it's kind of like you have to step out the box sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny when you say cycle because I always told people I get scared to be in routine. Because when my life becomes a routine, I get scared because I feel like at that point I'm not living. Because when your life becomes a consistent routine where you have a consistent set thing you do every day, like today's this day, this is what I do this day, you're not living. Because you're not experiencing it. You keep doing the same shit every day. Yeah. Like, it makes me scared when I have a routine. It's like, whoa, like this is what my life is becoming. Like I'm doing the same shit every day. No, fucking try something else and just see how it works. And if it don't work, you can always go back to what you was doing from the beginning.
Exactly.
And people don't, I feel like people just don't want to take the time out just to like do the shit.
Just experience life.
Just go do something that you would probably never think about doing. Like, and like I be having to be my own testimony sometimes because it's a lot of things that I be wanting to do that I be scared. I don't know how to push myself to get started. But then when I started, I'm like, damn, I wasted all that time playing around.
Because look how easy it is. That's how I am with this podcast. Like, it took me a little minute of course, I had a routine going. I went to work. I make good money. So it's kind of like, I don't want to do this shit. Like, this not going to make no money. This not going to do shit. But everybody, like, what really pushed me out my comfort zone was y'all. Like, a lot of people, like, some of my friends, the friends that you know, I know that be calling me, hey, why you didn't do this shit yet? Why you not pushing yourself? I feel like you have that type of support system. That's what's gonna take you outside and make you feel more comfortable when I'm doing shit.
Yeah.
Because of course you don't want to just do shit and not have a support system.
Right.
Sometimes you're not gonna have that support system. Sometimes you gotta step out the box and just do what you gotta do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you did.
Yeah.
Because you said your family was kind of holding you back. My family never really held me back. I kind of wish they was more supportive, but sometimes you're not gonna have a family that's gonna be supportive. Sometimes you have to just be like I said, I came out here to build a family. Like you,
Yeah,
my friends.
that's one thing I was gonna say. Like, a lot of my family is my friends, you know, and I don't say that to shit on anybody in my family or whatever like that, because you know they already have their own image of me. But a lot of my family becomes my friends only because I had to build that. And that was another reason why I moved away, because I wanted to build my own family.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to be able to come back and be like, oh, look what I, created. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're sitting at home around the same people doing the same shit that you know not good for you, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So,
Okay, so since you came out here and tried new shit, you got your family base, you got everything you got going on, you in the city doing what you doing. What's your roster like? Like we talk about niggas already, y'all. I don't try to keep my thing. We trying to bring up niggas, but like I want to know before we close this segment out today, what's your roster like? Like how many niggas you got on that roster? Like who you talking to? I know you don't want to expose yourself, but shit, fuck it. You made that oath, so what's up?
So right now I am actually talking to somebody. I let my entanglement go, y'all. Sadly.
When?
It's let go though. He doesn't never have faith in me. But I actually am talking to somebody right now, and I actually like the person. I'm a little worried though, because I actually really like the person. See, stuff like that kind of scares me when it comes to commitment and like, settling down, and actually being with one person and hoping that one person don't try me. How I done tried and played around with other people. Because karma is a bitch and she will come back.
Yeah.
Whether you want her to come back or you feel like she not coming because it's been years and you've been doing good, it's coming back.
It's coming back.
So, I am, like I said, talking to somebody right now.
So do you see yourself settling it down with that one person?
I do.
What?
Yeah.
How long have I been talking?
Hey.
Too much information?
Too much.
So it's been like months, weeks.
That's too much, friend.
Days. What do you feel like? What do you feel like is a good talking period before you feel like that's the person? Because you found that person, but what do you feel like is a good time frame?
So this is really funny. I have this conversation a lot with people. I don't feel like that there's a time frame for anything. I feel like if you meet somebody and you feel like this is your person, then that's your fucking person. If you meet somebody and want to fuck them that night, then just fuck them. There's no 30-day period, no 10-day period. Oh, let me see how this nigga acts for these days. Oh, let me see if he do this. It's just kind of like if you got that feeling, just do it.
Just do it.
Because you'll regret it in the end, especially when you try to hold off and do all that other shit and then you find out it was a waste anyway. It's just kind of like, just get it over with. If you like the person, jump in. It can only go two ways, right or wrong.
Go ahead and fuck that nigga, get it over with.
Yeah.
Well, y'all heard it first live at the Savage Hour that my bitch is about to settle down. So everything she said prior on this episode about sugar daddies, entanglements, club owners, that owner, this owner, his owner, her owner. That is no longer happening because she is going to settle the fuck down. So I really want to say thank you for coming on this episode, especially to be my first episode. This means so much. You really are like one of my closest friends. You're my best friend, really. So like, I really appreciate you taking the time out your day, your busy little day, to come on and talk your shit. Like, I feel like this is a growing experience. This hot seat was a real hot seat, but you held your own.
Baby.
You held your own.
Well, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Of course, and I want y'all to get in the comments too. Y'all let me know, what do y'all feel like entanglement is? Do y'all feel like, are y'all in one? Do you feel like fucking with a sugar daddy is like, it's shameful? Do you feel like fucking on the first night is shameful? Let me know. I want to hear y'all thoughts. I want to appreciate y'all for tuning in the first episode of Savage Hour. Y'all stay tuned for next week.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Let me jump right off the curb. Make the spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crank up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stick and stay purge.